Welcome everyone to another edition of your Talk Time with Literary Pharaoh. Morning workout talk. High of 88, low of 72. Expecting scattered showers and thunderstorms. 62% chance of rain. That's here in Houston, Texas. That's the weather forecast for today. Not that it matters to many of you guys, but hey, just being silly. Another Monday morning, another week. Hopefully you guys had a great Mother's Day. I'm not big into these days. I'm just saying it because that's a worldly thing. You guys already know who I am. I'm so anti-world. Anything that this world propagates, not that I hate it, I always know that there's always something beneath what's being sold. Like on the outside, it seems like a good thing, right? Everybody go out there and honor your moms and celebrate your moms. That's the surface, but beneath the surface is come spend money. Come throw away your money. Come feed the military-industrial complex. Come in and bolster the industry. Come infuse the industry with more money. Like, that's what it's all about. It's not about, no one gives a damn about your mothers. Like, I mean, you should care about your own mother, but the idea that they're gonna make a day to honor mothers is very disingenuous on many levels, because you always have to ask yourself, why are they making a day for that? All right, do mothers even need a day for that? I don't think so. I think children that are good children are going to honor their parents regardless. We don't need a damn day. But that's what this world has come to. I think quarterly, I think every quarter of the year there's always something to celebrate. You have Mother's Day, you have Father's Day. Okay, even before Mother's Day, you have Valentine's Day, then you have Grandfather's Day. Like, there's so many damn days. Like, good luck for those people who know a lot of people, because you're going to be going to the store quite often and complaining about, oh, I got to buy this person a gift. And I think most of my audience members are male, so I'm probably talking to a gender group that doesn't get impacted as much by that. But I know women, they love to shop it. 74% of the economy is ran by women. The economy is generated by women. Women, they do most of the spending. They spend money on the household stuff. They spend money for the children. They do most of the buying. Now, whether they make most of the money, that's a whole nother story. But in terms of who goes out there to actually make purchases, the group that's out there actually buying and consuming product, it's women. So good luck to those women who know a lot of people. Because my wife sometimes complains about that. She's like, oh my God, so-and-so has another birthday, or so-and-so's child is celebrating this, or so-and-so, my aunt had, like, I'm like, man, to hell with that. Life is already stressful enough. I don't buy gifts for anybody. I don't expect gifts. I've always been that way since I was little. If you guys look at my channel, I have a story on there called something about the ancestors won't let you down. If you look at my channel, I explain my childhood a little bit. I don't go into grave detail about every single thing, but I sort of give you guys the highlights and lowlights of my childhood, things that shaped my mind to be the way that it is today. And I've never cared about gifts, or maybe that's not my language. You have these, psychologists and these people who write books about what's your love language. If your love language is touch, your love language is gifts, your love language is traveling. I'm like, man, look, anything that, I'm so anti-establishment, I'm so anti-system, that anything that gives life to the industry, I hate it. Now, one thing I will spend money on is food. I will spend money on food because I understand that food is medicinal. I look at food from a medicinal perspective. I don't look at food as something that's recreational. Some people look at food like it's recreational. They love to go out and eat. They love the way the food is brought out on the plate. They love, some restaurants, they even have restaurants where they're entertaining you while you're eating. Like, I don't know. I'm all man. Like, just give me my fork and my plate and let me eat. Like, I don't need the theatrics. I just need food for sustenance. I'm not eating for entertainment purposes. So all those days, man, they're just made to make you spend money. Then you have Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Grandmother's Day, Grandfather's Day. Then you have, I'm not going in order, I'm just naming the ones that I can name because I don't keep up with that stuff. You know, a lot of times my 9-year-old daughter would ask me, say, Daddy, when is so-and-so day? I'm looking at her like, hell, I don't know. Ask your mom. Like, I don't keep up with those days. I don't care. Like, I didn't even get my wife anything. I mean, I got her something. I mean, she asked me to get her like a perfume. I got her a perfume, but I intentionally bought her the perfume like a week before Mother's Day. Intentionally, just to prove the point that I'm not getting you just because it's today. I'm getting it for you because you asked me to get it for you. Like, I don't feed into the system. I think the system is very evil. It's wicked, and I don't want to do anything that gives it more legs to trample us with. Like, we are the ones that infuses this system with the power needed for it to control us, to oppress us, to put us underneath its thumb. It just is. It's the truth. It's the truth. The objective is to get you to get your ass up and spend money. The objective is to make you sick so you can buy the medicines that these commercials are giving you. Watch television. You can't go a segment without hearing a commercial about Ozempic or something, or get this drug, or I only said Ozempic because that's the one that I remember. Seems to be the popular medication now that people are taking to help them lose weight and fight diabetes, not knowing that you can just change your freaking diet and do that the healthy way. And these idiots don't know that Ozempic is carcinogenic. Is a 2B carcinogen. A 2B carcinogen means that they're going to say that there's not enough evidence to conclusively say that Ozempic causes cancer, but it could. When they tell you it could, it means it can. That means it will, but they don't want to tell you the truth because that'd be too devastating for people to say, oh, this thing actually causes cancer, let me not take it. But if they say it could, that there's not enough scientific evidence, how is there not enough scientific evidence that a drug doesn't cause cancer, but there's enough scientific evidence that it can actually help you lose weight and help cure your type, I don't know if it's type 1 or type 2 diabetes or whatever diabetes that a person has. Man, that's nonsense. They already know what the effects of these medicines are, or they already know what the effects of these medicines bring. They're playing ignorant just to get you to spend it, to get you more sick. The system was never built for us to be healthy. I don't know if you guys don't understand that. If the system was ever built for us to be healthy, why does the system give a damn about your mother? Why does the system give a damn about your father? It's not about your father. It's not about your mother. It's about capturing you with the emotional appeal. Appeal to your emotions, tug at those heartstrings, get your ass to go out there and go buy a gift. Same thing with Christmas. Christmas has nothing to do with spirituality. Christmas is the antithesis of spirituality. Christmas is materialism. Spirituality is far from materialism. They're at the opposite ends of the spectrum. Opposite ends. One is materialism, one is spiritualism. But the world has a very psychotic way of merging something that's spiritual and materialism, and they smash it together, and they somehow have convinced you that, oh, Christmas is about the birth of some person that you've never freaking seen. They do that to you all the time. They get you with the lights. They get you with the gifts in the store. It's all hypnotic agents, folks. I've been there, done that. See, I see through a lens that's different from a lot of people, so I don't get moved. I don't get moved by those things. I don't get moved by those Christmas songs in stores. You can call me the Grinch if you want. You know, my wife sometimes makes fun of me. She's like, oh, you're the Grinch of Christmas. I said, no, I'm not. I'm indifferent. I'm not gonna go out. I'm not mad at people that celebrate Christmas. Don't get me wrong, but personally, me, I don't care for it. I don't care for any holiday. I don't care for any of the days. The only day I care about is the day that I wake up. And if it happens to fall on the day of Christmas, then so it is. But my existence is far more significant than some freaking holy day or holiday that's been conjured up by this wicked system, by a bunch of people who don't give a damn about your health, about your well-being, about your mental state. They don't. And we're living in I've said it before and I'm going to say it again, we live in a death cult. So in an insane asylum, all right, in an insane asylum, you have people who live in this insane asylum, which is what makes it insane, because the mentality of those in it is not sane. All right? And they're under the belief that these hallmark days that are represented and identified as days to represent certain groups is something that's good. No. You have Pride Month, you have this, you have that. It's all to make you go spend your money. That's what it's about. But I don't play that game. That's what makes me a person that's not underneath that type of stress. And I don't know a lot of people anyway. I'm not going to go around buying gifts for people and get the hell out of them. No, I don't expect you to get me anything either. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. My temperament is not dictated by the actions of others. All right? It's not, and it never will be. It never will be. It never will be. It never will be. It can't. It can't. Yeah, man. So this is, and then you can see, you walk into the store, they just shift the store to, I mean, that's a science, man. And I'm sure they're marketing their studies. I mean, I'm not an idiot. I wasn't, when I in college, I majored in speech communication, so I understand how speech can be used to influence people, but I also understand how marketing could be used to influence people as well. The way they arrange products in the store when it's time for a certain season, and people just like sheep just get mesmerized. What would happen if no one shopped on those days? The economy would suffer, but not for us, for them. And they'll bring the prices down of everything. They'll be begging for us to come out and shop. Same thing I tell people all the time. If we just dedicated ourselves to say, hey, we're going to go an entire week without going to work, the whole world, the whole populace, and even if it's a few couple of idiots that decide to go to work, they're going to look like the idiots. If 98% of the world was like, man, F it, the working class, if all of the working class, not the elite, not the top 1%, that not the top 1-2% that control over 50% of the wealth. I'm not talking about those people, because those people don't give a damn about work. They don't work anyway. You work for them. They sit back and collect the money. I'm talking about those that work, people like me and you and I. If the working class just decided to say, hey, you know what, to hell with it, we're not going to work. We're all going to put our heads down. Let's make a day for ourselves. It's called No Work Week. And we devote a whole week to ourselves. You'll see how quickly we can change the world. They will be begging for us to come back. They will increase our pay by 100%. We don't understand that there's power in numbers, that we are the ones that ignite the oppressive engine that oppresses us. We're the ones that are putting gas on the fire that's burning us. It's not them. They've done a masterful job of creating a infrastructure and a systemic way to trap us, to make us feel like there's no way out. But once you're dead to the system has no power over you. Like if I die today, then the system has no power over me. I'm dead. If we decide to just kill ourselves, not literally, figuratively speaking, if we decide to kill ourselves from work, meaning that we don't come to work, we're dead to work, all of a sudden we've taken the power away from those who are the controllers. But see, they were able to do that with a pandemic, I should say. They were able to do that with that. They were able to shut things down and people didn't go to work. And they started to throw, stimulus checks at people. Because you understand, business owners were losing money, so they needed to kind of pump some money into the system. It's like, here's your reward for falling into our plans here. But it was orchestrated by them. We need to take control of the narrative and not go to work on our own terms. Not because they tell us not to go to work because of some disease that's going to kill everybody. But hey, what the hell do I know, man? I'm just some insignificant guy in a car talking on my phone camera. No one's listening. We get caught into the trap. People get caught into the politics. They get caught into the characters. It's like watching WWE or WWF. Some people are going for Trump. Some people are going for this person, and this person is the good guy. If this person gets elected, things will change. You guys are idiots. You're an idiot, and I'm sorry to say that about you. You're an idiot if you think that a certain political head is gonna come in and change the day. You're the biggest fool. It's just distractions, mass. People talk about weapons of mass destruction. Well, media is a weapon of mass distraction. Media, weapon of mass distraction. Because no one can slow down enough to think about how the current ecosystem that we're living in has many, many, many components that are to our detriment, that are made here to actually slowly kill us and make sure that we don't have a long lifespan. And part of shortening the lifespan of humanity is the depopulation agenda. Depopulation doesn't mean killing everybody at once. That would be obvious. When people were talking about certain things that were going on back, I have to be careful with my words here. When people were talking about the certain thing that people had to do a couple of years ago, maybe we're 2024 right now, so maybe I'll say maybe 4 years ago, when that thing happened and everybody had to go on lockdown and stuff like that, stay in the house 6 feet apart, all that stuff, when all that was going on. And when you had certain people who were being called conspiracy theorists, who were saying that, no, this thing is a depopulation thing, don't go and take the thing that they told you was going to fix the other thing. I have to be careful with my words. If you guys are smart enough, you understand what I'm trying to say. And people were coming out and saying, no, those things that you put inside your body is going to make you really, really sick. It's a depopulation agenda. Yada. And people were like, no, it's not. If it was, everybody who got it would have died. Well, some people died who got it, who got the thing that was supposed to remedy the other thing. The remedy to the problem did cause some people to get sick. Some people did die, but the intent wasn't to kill everybody at once. You don't do that. That's not the way the plan works. That'd be too obvious, folks. Use your brain. If they can do anything to manipulate your DNA, to cause cell morphology, if they can do anything to speed up, to increase oxidative stress inside your body, if they can do anything to tamper or alter your DNA in a negative way, then I tell you, my friend, that's not a good thing. And it doesn't mean that it's not conducive to a long lifespan. Decreasing the lifespan of humanity is the depopulation agenda, and it's done through the foods, through the electromagnetic fields that we're under, electromagnetic frequencies, EMFs, the radiation that we're under, the 5G technology, that functions underneath gigahertz, because gigahertz is like a billion. That's what 5G is, the Wi-Fi, all of that stuff. Just because you're not coughing up blood, you're not having, severe symptoms of radiation poison, doesn't mean that it's still not affecting you. If you're getting it consistently, it's just a slow way of getting cooked. We're all getting cooked, me too. That's why I put a heavy emphasis on exercising and eating right, because I have to do something to fight the system. You can't escape it. You can't. And then just when you think you've escaped it, you're still breathing in toxic air from the aluminum, barium, strontium, and manganese that they're spraying upon us with the geoengineering stuff that they're doing in the skies. Toxic filth. You say, how toxic is it? Well, look at the oceans. Look at the dead animals that are just being, washed up on many beaches on the shore. You see it happening. When there's a mass dying of certain animals, then you have to start asking yourself questions. What's going on? All right. So yeah, man, don't give in to these days. You owe it to yourself to be selfish. You can be selfish. If people tell you didn't give me a gift, tell them I didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like it. No one could ever say that I'm a mean person, that I'm rude. Everybody that I work with, and this is not me tooting my own horn, because I don't want people, a lot of people like to attach. There are people who can be a-holes the whole year, and they use one day to make up for it, and people buy it. You could be a horrible husband the whole year, and then on Mother's Day, you get your wife a great gift, all of a sudden she looks at you like you're the best husband in the world. No. I'm a good husband every damn day, including Mother's Day. But it doesn't mean I have to go to a store and buy you a gift to say, hey, here Mother's Day. And people say, oh, it's just to represent. No, I don't show love by gift. Like, I could buy you something out of the blue just for fun, but I don't do it on this specific day. It doesn't have to be on that day. But anyway, it's 4:51, guys. I'm gonna start getting my stuff ready. And thank you again, guys, for indulging me on this video. Morning workout talk. I got my battle rope workouts. Got some HIIT. That battle rope is heavy as hell. I have I think my rope is 80 pounds. I bring my own rope. The rope that they have in there is like light. It's like real thin. I'm like, how can you get a workout with this? The one I use, I'm like, it's heavy. Heavy. I don't know why I got that big one, because I saw some guy on YouTube using it. He was like a big bodybuilder type of guy. And I said, well, I want the heaviest one. I want to be able to get a workout. But hey, it's working me out. All right, anyway, man. Thank you, guys. That's it for today. And I'll see you guys again Wednesday for another edition of your Morning Workout Talk. Brought to you by Literary Pharaoh.